What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I go with the name of Aphiwe.Zunguu on Instagram. If you're a returning subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you're notified next time I drop another video.
Oh,
Yes, guys, as we start this video up, I just want to say thank you guys for 410 subscribers in the building. That is very, very crazy. The next road is monetization, as God has been so good in my life, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I'm sorry for the inconsistency. I've been troubled with school and everything, so this whole school thing has been on my neck. So I'm trying to balance school and also balance my work, stuff like that. But I don't want to knock you guys too much. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, but mostly please like the video. If you don't subscribe, it's fine, but please just leave a like on the video. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, guys, in this video I'll be analyzing the NAS 100 and US 30, right? So those are the two pairs I'll be analyzing. This is NAS 100, right? So let's start with NAS 100, as it is everybody's favorite pair. All of a sudden, everybody loves to trade Nasdaq. I don't know why, but yeah, it's everybody's favorite pair. But my favorite pair is US 30. I recommend US 30, as US 30 has 30 companies, as NAS 100 has 100 companies. You know? So if 30 companies are doing good, you know what I'm saying, that means you can win. But if 50 companies are doing bad and others are doing good, it won't move a lot, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just trying to be on the positive side of things type shit. So yeah, guys, let us analyze NAS 100. So this is NAS 100, but let's go on a daily time frame. Boom. This is NAS 100 on a daily time frame. So let us refresh our chart first, so that we can see the market move here. Right. Refresh chart view. So let's start by back testing first. So we can see that NAS 100 has never ever reached this high before. NAS 100 has never reached this high before. As you can see, this was the last high it ever reached. That was back then in what, 2021, and then from there Nasdaq has been going up. Nasdaq has been buying, you know. As you know, what goes up must come down, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a bit hesitant on trading Nasdaq. So, but yeah, what goes up must come down. That's one thing you should know. You know, so if Nasdaq 100 goes up this much, hey bro, you should be on the lookout for the drop. The drop will be crazy, you know. But yeah, let us focus on what's happening currently, right? So we can see that the market reached the overall high, which is that high right there. And then from there, the market has been moving towards the upside, right? So the market was moving towards the downside, and then it changed direction and then moved towards the upside, right? So as you can see, every time when a market creates a series of highs and lows, right? As you can see, this is my high. Should I use this tool? Nah, let me not use this tool. So as you can see, right, the market created a high, then came back to retest that high. It created another high, it came back to do what? To retest that high, right? Adjust for accuracy. And then the market created another high and came back to do what? To retest that high, right? And the market keep doing that, so on and so forth. Every time when the market creates a new high, it comes back to retest that high, right? So that's why, guys, you should be very cautious in entering your entries, right? So every time when the market creates a high, you should know that the market is either going to do these two things, right? So the market created a high and then created a low, and then from that low, it's going to break that high and come back to retest. And then from there, it's buys. You know, that's what the market keeps doing. It keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's what the market keeps doing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're patient enough with your entries, you can generally wait for the market to break and come back. And So this is where we can see that the market is actually stagnant at. The market created a high, and then from there it failed to break that high, right? So this is where we're currently sitting. As you can see, I can see this pretty much beautiful bullish trend towards the upside. If you can clone that, what you do at the bottom, you do at the top, just like maths, you know what I'm saying? So you can see that you have a small Anyana bullish trend towards the upside. This is currently the daily time frame. This is my daily time frame. So as you can see, the market has been moving a series of highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows every time, right? So the market is pretty much respecting this bullish trend that we're currently in. So dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, excuse me. But dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, let's adjust this for accuracy. Go to a line graph, make it a bit more smaller so that I can see it clearly. I'll be back. Yeah. So as you can see, this is a 4-hour time frame. Let me refresh my charts. 4-hour time frame. As you can see, the market is in some sort of a consolidation trend. So the market is moving up and down, but it's not breaking these two levels, right? So the market is basically trapped in here. The market is moving up and down, up and down, up and down. It's trapped in here while also trying to respect our bullish trend, right? So you're probably asking yourself, where am I going to take my entries? Because the market is moving up and down. It has no overall direction. It's not buying by. I mean, it is buying daily time frame, but it has no overall direction. It's like consolidating. It's moving up and down, up and down, up and down the whole time, right? So my answer to that is that I would take my entries either break of two levels, right? Either the market breaks this high, as you know, as I told you, as you saw in the previous time, is that the market created a high, and then there's no high higher than this high, right? So the market created a high and created a low, which that is a double bottom confirmation. It's not a double bottom to be honest, but it is. There's a lot of touches. There's a lot of touches on this level. Let me show you real quick. There's a lot of touches on this level, which are confirmation. You can see bottom right there, 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 bottom right there. So it's a lot of touches. So the market is rejecting to go down. As you can see, rejected over here, rejected over here, rejected, 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 rejected. So the market is failing to go towards the downside, right? So that is more confirmation for us to be comfortable in us taking buys, you know. So as I told you guys, right, is that when a market creates a high, it goes down and then it wants to create what a higher high, which is higher than this previous high, right? So once the market actually breaks out, we know that we're expecting a retest, and from that retest, we're gonna enter our trades going towards the upside, right? So we're trying to minimize our drawdowns and we're trying to minimize our losses, right? So that's what I'm currently waiting for, right? So the confirmations of taking buys is a lot. So that's what we currently have to wait for. We have to wait for the buys. As you can see, the market has been creating double bottoms and double tops and all of that, right? So the only thing we can wait for is buys coming due from the market. That's the only thing we can wait for. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we waiting for that retest, and then from that retest, we taking buys towards the upside, right? So this is what I'm currently waiting for. Let me draw it out for you. For the market to actually buy, hit a high, come back down, retest, and from there, continue with buys towards the upside. So that's what I'm currently waiting for on the Nasdaq. That's what I'm currently waiting for on the Nasdaq. That's what I'm waiting for. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the market won't sell. The market can sell. It's just that we have to cater for both probabilities. If the market sells, what would I do? You know what I'm saying? If the market actually sells, when am I gonna enter? That's the questions. right? If the market sells, I want to enter when the market actually breaks this level, right? Breaks and comes back to retest, which there will be a break of support turning into resistance, and will also be a break of the all-time low that the market formed, which was this low, right? As this is an all-time high, this is an all-time low, right? So as the market actually breaks this low, that's the confirmation for me to actually enter my trades. But don't get me wrong, the market might stop loss hunt me, as the market might turn like this, because a lot of people probably thought that the market is actually selling, but the market didn't actually stop, right? So that's what I'm currently waiting for on the Nasdaq. If the market actually breaks the structure and then it comes back to retest, I'm taking my sales, going to the downside, and then we targeting this nearest low right here. Targeting this nearest low right there. As you can see, every time when the market breaks out, it comes back to retest. So these are the areas that I'm targeting, right? So I'm targeting these levels right here. These lows, I'm targeting lows actually. Targeting lows, targeting lows, targeting lows. If the market actually buys, I'll be targeting highs. If the market sells, I'm targeting lows. Right. So these are lows. Every time the market creates a high, comes back, creates a low. Creates a high, creates a low, creates a high, low, high, low. That's how the market actually moves, right? So either two directions, right? It's either a buy or sell. But if the market takes a buy, it will be profitable. If the market takes a sell, it will still be profitable. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm currently waiting for on the Nasdaq. But if you want to take buys, I would suggest if I enter buys right here, it is a good area to enter, but it's a very skeptical enter. It's a very skeptical entry, sorry, because considering the fact that the market has been failing to basically create new highs, the market has been creating new lows instead of creating new highs, right? So it's a very, very skeptical entry. That's why I wouldn't recommend entering any buys or sells in this moment right now. So I wouldn't recommend entering buys or sells. So even though the market might actually break over here, come back and retest, it's a good entry, but it hasn't broken this high right here. Right, it hasn't broken this high, and it also hasn't broken our all-time high, which is the low right there. Right, so it's a very skeptical entry. If the market actually breaks this area, you can take an entry. I'm not saying you can't, you can take an entry, just that your stop loss must be very tight and your target must be very, very close. So it's not going against the market, it's actually going with the market, but you have a small entry and you have a small target. So I wouldn't recommend entering in limits because for it is very skeptical and your stops must be very, very big. Your stops must be targeted slow right here as the market rejected to go through. So I wouldn't recommend taking buys or sells. I'll just recommend on us waiting for the market to see what the market does as it is the end of the week, as it is Saturday today. So I'll wait for the market and see what the market plays out and see how the market actually goes. Right. So I've been learning a new structure of using SMC, which is Smart Money Concept by Lex Argo, which is completely for free on your trading view. So this is what I currently use for my confirmations of entries, right? So as you can see, this is a strong high. As I told you guys that this is a strong high. The market hasn't broke this level right there. So once the market actually breaks our strong high, we are going to take our buys because the market is creating more buying opportunities towards the upside price. But if the market actually sells, as you can see, the market is also targeting this level. So if the market actually breaks down, our first target is over here, second target, our third target, and so on and so forth. Right. So I use this to basically confirm my entries, confirm where I'm going with my analysis and all of that. So yeah, going down to US 30 now. So this is Nasdaq. We complete with Nasdaq. Let's go to US 30. So US 30 jumping into the daily time frame. As you can see, we killed US 30. Let me show you clean, simple analysis. Clean, simple analysis. So it's not too much to analyze in yesterday, it's just to verify what I'm seeing. Let me close this. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is a symbol of highs and lows. As I was telling you guys about highs and lows, let me try to draw it out for you. As I told you guys about highs and lows, every time when the market creates a high or a low, it'll come back to retest no matter what. If it doesn't, it will retest in the future, you know. So let me try to draw it on my whiteboard. The highs and lows, right? So that's how I get my entries 90% of the time is with breakouts, right? So once the market actually breaks out, you know that we are going with it. So let me just print it out for you. This is a normal scenario of highs and lows, right? Market creates a high, creates a low, creates a high, creates a low. And let's make a down one. With double bottom, yana. So that's what I was talking about, right? Every time when the market creates a high, it comes back to reset. So this is what you should be always looking for, right? Is the market gonna break this low or is it not gonna break this low? That's what you're supposed to be focused on. Don't worry about, okay, is my trend line being respected, blah, blah, blah. Don't focus on that. Focus on the highs and lows. Those are your basically key points or turning areas. Focus on your highs and lows. See if you focus on your highs and lows more than you focus on um, my trend line respected. Is the market moving in my way? Am I in profit or am I in losses? Don't focus on that. The most things you focus on is highs and lows. Is the market gonna break this high? Is the market gonna break this low? Those are the questions you're supposed to be asking yourself, you know? Besides trend line break and all of that, that's just some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just something extra. You know? It's like for extra confirmations. But if you actually master this high and low stuff and you actually wait and see, you know, because a lot of people want to enter a trade over here. Let me zoom in. See, a lot of people will want to enter a trade in between this level right here, right? We have a high over here. Maybe let's say there was a trend line going to the downside, breakout retest. You know that okay, if you're taking your buys, even though we're in a bullish trend, but it's gonna be short-term buys, you know. Even though we're in a bullish trend, but it's going to be short-term buys. Considering the fact that we haven't broken this high right here. Yeah, your entry is good. Your entry is good. It's not a bad entry. It's just that you're going to have to hold it short, you know? You're going to have to hold it short. You won't hold it long. I mean, as it is crucial to hold your trades long, you know? Going with the trend. If your trend is bullish, you know you're only taking buys. If your trend is bearish, you know you're only taking sells. You know that's how I trade. If the trend is bullish, I'm only taking buys. If the trend is bearish, I'm only taking sells. You know, it's just that your entries are good. It's just that you have to hold them short because you don't want to go against the market, right? As the market actually turned out of the blue over here, the market incompleted our trend probably like 90%. And then from there, created a double bottom a double top formation, and from there it went towards the downside, So your entries are good. Your entries are good. Don't get me wrong. Your entries are good. It's just that you have to hold them short because of these highs right here. Once the market actually breaks a high, that's another confirmation for you to take another trade and hold on. You know, that's what you should be doing. Probably like closing or entering 5 trades, and then when the market hits the overall high, maybe like you cut down 3 trades, you leave one, or you leave two running. And then from there, you see how the market actually moves out. If the market actually breaks out, you know that, okay, it's another confirmation for you to hold on in that buy, right? And then when the market comes down to retest and actually fails to break this high, you know that it's a confirmation for you to take buys. So every time, this is how the market actually moves, like on the daily. This content is completely for free. I would recommend you guys to please like the video. No matter if you don't subscribe, it's fine. Just please like the video. It helps a lot. But every time when the market actually breaks a low, you should wait for a retest and then take those trades going towards the downside or upside. Take those trades. Take those trades going towards the downside or upside. That's how the market actually moves on a daily. That's how the market actually moves. Besides trend line and all of that, those are just for extra confirmations. The trend line is for extra confirmations. It's not to identify like changes in the market. Of course, it can identify turning points in the market and stuff, but it's to identify direction. Whether are we overall buying or are we overall selling? You know. So let me reanalyze this so that I can show you guys what I saw. First things first, I need to clear out my data. Drawings and then refreshing my charts. Refreshing my charts, looking back, we can see that US30 is also almost the same as Nasdaq. US30 never reached an area higher than this area right there before. Never reached an area higher than this area before, and then from there the market has been moving towards the upside, right? So what goes up must come down, you know what I'm saying? So as you can see, US30 is basically currently selling as we speak right now. So US30 is going towards the downside, right? As I told you, what goes up must come down. As you can see, it creates a double top formation. As I printed it out for you, how the market might change. It created a double top formation, and from there it went towards the downside. As you can see, it has been creating highs and lows. That's our first high, and it's been creating some small highs. As you can see, small high, small high. This is our low area. 2 touches, which that was a double bottom formation. Confirmation for us to take buys. And then from there, the market is in a small consolidation trend for the past few weeks or months, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, every time the market creates a high, it comes down to retest that high. Every time the market creates a high, it comes back to retest, and then from there, it's up to the market whether it's gonna respect it or it won't respect it. Don't be scared by those stop loss hands. As you can see right here, the market went down a bit too far, and then it changed direction and actually went to that direction that we were predicting, right? So I'm also trying to be patient. I don't want to say I don't take classes, I do take classes, but I'm also trying to regain my patience because it's hard to wait for a trade. As you can see, the market went down like a bit too far, and a lot of people could have probably taken sells. As you can see, the market closed with this big candlestick, which is also bearish, which is another confirmation for taking sells. So as I'm saying, guys, please let's try to be patient with the market. Let's just wait and see how the market actually plays out. As we don't chase the market, we actually follow it. As you can see, we had a small bullish trend on the outside, and what you do to the bottom, you do to the top. Let's close this. As you can see, we had a small bullish trend on the upside. So our overall direction in the daily time frame was biased, right? Until the market actually broke out and we just did it from there to the downside. So our overall direction was bias, right? As you can see, the market has been respecting our highs. As you can see, the market broke a high, came back retest, and then they bought, right? Sometimes the retest might be long. The retest might be long. As you can see, this was the high. The market broke it out and then came back retest. Sometimes the retest might be long, but just wait for the retest and see how the market plays out. As you can see, the market rejected. So from there, the market is a clear indication that it's a high, which is higher than this high. This high is lower than this one. You know. So every time the market creates a high, you can look for more opportunities where it's on the upside, right? As you can see, what happened over here, the market creates a double top formation, which is an equal high. Let's go to my line chart. You can see clearly a double top formation. Right. So the market hit the overall resistance, and then from there, the market changed direction. Instead of creating a higher high, it created what? A lower high. Instead of the market creating this, breaking the structure, coming back to retest and going towards the outside, the market failed to do that. Instead, the market went towards the downside. The market went towards the downside. So that's what USD is currently printing out. So our bullish trend is currently out the way. So let me just delete this. As we're focusing on a new structure right now, which is a bearish trend. As you can see, if I can draw my trend line, I can basically see that the market has been respecting this bearish trend going to the downside, right? So let me switch my line charts so that I can draw it properly, right? What you do to the top, you do to the bottom. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top, right? Alright, boom. So we can see that the market has been creating a series of highs and lows. Let me make this a bit more smaller. It's too big. As you can see, I'm just connecting the dots. There's nothing serious I'm doing. As you can see, I drew this long time ago and just drag it so that I can understand what is kind of going on. So as you can see, let me refresh my chart so you can see it clearly. As you can see, right, the market has been creating a series of lower highs. This is a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So start again. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So the market has been creating a series of lower highs and lower lows, and the market has been currently splitting it. So every time when the market breaks out on the trend, let me just draw it out for you. Every time when the market breaks out of a low, which this was the low, when the market actually breaks out of the low, comes back to retest, and from there we take ourselves going towards the downside as the market actually confirmed ourselves, right? And then the market broke the structure right here, which that was our last dot going towards the downside. It broke it, came back to retest, and then from there it confirmed us with sales moving towards the downside. And it also broke this dot right here, and it did what? It came to retest, and then from there went to the downside. So as the market is currently over here, it's either the market is going to come back to retest this dot right here and also turn going to the downside, right? So that's our probability on US30, right? So as you can see, this was the last retest in the market, and the market shut down. So it's either the market will come back to retest that structure, and then from there we actually go towards the downside with our selling opportunities, right? So if we take in our sales from there, we will target this area. We'll target that area going to the downside. So let me just show you quickly. If the market actually turns right here, which that was our last low, beautiful. Let me go to our line charts. If the market actually turns right here and then fails to go higher than this, we know that we're taking ourselves. Let me just draw it out. The position, sales, we have stop losses like which I check real quick. Stop loss is just about this level right here. So that every time when a market probably spikes up and spikes down a little bit, we know that we are safe without it. Right? So that's exactly what the market is printing to us as the market is rejecting on this level right here, which that was our strong high, right? So you can see it created a high, came back to retest, and then from there the market is currently failing or losing momentum going to the end, right? So I have two probabilities. One probability is either the market is going to buy and fail from there and then continue going to the downside. That's our first probability. Our second probability is that the market is either going to buy, break the structure, and create a higher high, which is higher than this previous low, create a higher high and break the cycle, and from there come back to retest. We know that from there we take in our bias going towards the upside, as it will be turning this area into a level of support, and then from there we will continue with bias going towards the upside. So that's our second probability. Our third probability is just the market shooting straight down going towards the downside. It's just the market shooting straight down going towards the downside. So those are our three probabilities. So if the market actually buys, I know I'm going to be profitable. If the market actually sells, I'm going to be profitable too. You know, as the psychology of a winning trader is a person that caters for two or more probabilities in the market. So that's what I'm currently targeting right now. Right, as you can see, clean, clean setup, clean analysis. Let me just bring this a bit more down. Clean setup, clean analysis, everything clean. Stop loss just below this area right here, which that was our previous high. And from there, targeting price was upside. Right. So as we're changing from my own technical analysis to the big banks analysis, we can see that it is confirming our entries, right? As you can see right here, this is our strong low, as it is written right there at the bottom. It's written strong low right down. But yeah, that green area is written our strong low, which that was our lowest low that the market has actually reached. So from there, we know that if the market actually fails to go to the downside, we are actually going and targeting our lows, right? So if the market actually buys, we know that we targeting this area right here. If the market actually breaks out, we targeting this area right here, which that was our high. And from there, we go towards the upside, right? But if the market actually breaks down, we know that we're targeting this level right here, or we can target the second area right here, as the market is confirming us to take our sales. As you can see, I already printed it out. Just needed to drag it to the confirmation. Right. So if the market actually breaks out, we're targeting these big bars right here, which is our highs. As you can see, this is our high, this is our high, this is our high, this is our high. If the market actually buys, we're targeting those areas right there, right? But if the market actually sells, we're targeting these blue areas going towards the downside. I hope you guys actually learned a thing or two. But this is the end of the video. Please like the video. Let's get this video to at least 200 likes just to welcome 200 subscribers. I mean 400 subscribers, sorry. But the next road is to monetization. I want to be monetized at least this year or next year. It depends on what God gives me. But I'm truly thankful for you guys. Thank you for tuning back in to another video. Please share the video with your friends, your family, your dog, your pets, whatever. Please share this video with them. It's a truly inspirational video, and they will learn a thing or two. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking the video. If you haven't, please subscribe right now. It usually takes you 5 seconds. But please like the video. Please like the video. No matter if you don't subscribe, please like the video. That's okay. You know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning back in to another video. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you for always believing in me, and see you guys in the next video. Yes, sir.